Loose leash walking with attention. So many times we expect our dog to pay attention to us, but think about it. How often do we pay attention to them? If we're taking a stroll down the street and our dog is walking nicely, do we ever stop to reward the dog? And I don't mean you have to give the dog a treat, but maybe just a stop and pet, or just a good boy or good girl to remind the dog that he or she is doing exactly what you want. In this video, I'm starting off with a lot of backwards walking and then sideways walking, just to keep my dog's attention on me. And I'm rewarding my dog for remembering that I'm there, for looking at me, and for following me. You will see that I'm not luring him with a treat. I'm waiting for him to pay attention and or to follow me, and then I'm rewarding that behavior. I click then treat. You can also use a reward marker such as yes, then treat. Today I'm taking along Matt's ration of his regular kibble. So this is what he will be eating anyway. He might as well eat while he's doing something good. But if you have a dog who's highly distracted, you might need something more interesting than his regular meal or her regular meal. Maybe some baked chicken would be better. And in the beginning, you want to treat often or reward often. And as you get better, you can make the interval between treats greater and greater. But don't always make it greater and greater. You want to make the increases random. Maybe go 10 steps and treat, then 20 steps and treat, then 15 steps and treat, then 10 feet and treat, then 7 feet and treat, and so on and so forth. You will see here that Matt gets a little distracted and he starts to pull ahead. I decide to just wait with a loose leash and give him a chance to make a good decision. When he realizes that I'm not coming along, he turns back to look at me, so I reward that heavily. This is where paying attention to your dog really pays off. I saw that I was about to lose Matt's attention long before the leash got tight. If he had come back to me after the leash was tight, soon he would learn, go to the end of the leash, turn back around, go to the end of the leash and turn back around, and so on and so forth. You notice that Matt's attention turns across the street. He's looking at a person getting out of a car. And I let him go ahead and look because he's not pulling on the leash, he's not barking. And as soon as he decides to orientate back to me, then I reward him again for making a good decision. If I were to use a leash as a tool and physically pull Matt back to me when he walked ahead, or physically pulled him back to me while he was looking at the man, then I would invoke the opposition reflex in my dog. And when I do that, I actually make the dog want to pull harder in the other direction. Also, when some dogs are trapped on a tight leash, it can make them reactive. So if I had pulled on him while he was watching the stranger across the street, he could have gone over threshold and started barking and lunging. In addition to practicing this in a non-distracting environment first, wherever it's safe, such as in your house or a securely enclosed backyard, try to practice this off leash. You will be less tempted to use your leash as a tool, and your dog will be apt to pay more attention to you because you're not using force. Although your leash is not a tool, whenever you are in a non-enclosed area, your dog should be on leash for safety. Note how Matt is wearing a comfortable harness because I don't need to control his head or neck. He's walking next to me because I'm rewarding him for doing so. I'm not waiting for him to pull ahead and then punishing him for doing so. I'm teaching him what I like instead of waiting for him to mess up and then punishing what I don't like. For more training tips, please check out our webpage, stubbypuddin.com, and like Stubby Puddin on Facebook. Thank you.